Hey YouTube, I wanted to show you guys a deck I've made, see what you think. If you can comment on it, helpful advice, anything, that'd be awesome. I want to start off with the land I'm running. I'm playing 4 Shimmering Grottos. They're the ones where you tap you tap it and you pay 1 and you get any colour you want. Some people say they're quite slow, but for this deck it's quite good because this deck has a card of every colour. Next I'm running is 2 Dragon Skull Summits. I've got 1 red card in this deck that is very important for the whole working of the deck. So I need these in case I draw it in my hand because that messes up my plan slightly. So I've got 2 of those. Next I have 4 Woodland Cemeteries because this is predominantly a black and green deck. So I run 4 of those. We move on to the basic land. I have 6 forests because majority of my creatures are green. Well, the fact is all of my creatures are green. So I need those. And we have 7 swamps. The reason I have 7 swamps is most of my high-end spells are black, and I need the black, otherwise my deck doesn't work. So I've got 7 of those. Moving on to the first card I have, we've got 1 drop. We've got Young Wolf, sorry. Young Wolf's 1 drop, obviously 1/1 with Undying. These are my first couple of turn blockers, if I can get them out. Next 1 drop is Llanowar Elf. The reason I have this card is actually this card has actually put my deck to 64 cards, which I'm not too sure about yet. We'll have to kind of wait and see if it really pays off or doesn't at all. But the reason I have these is because I need that mana to start with. Whether I board wipe, I'll have got the things that I need to with this card, so that helps. Next along is a 2 drop. We have I run Strangleroot Geist. I run 3 of these. Another good Undying creature. 2/1. Obviously comes back with +1/+1, and has haste. So if I do board wipe, I then come back as a 3/2 and swing immediately, which they can't block usually, which is good. Next card along, this is a very useful card to me. It's Viridian Emissary. Obviously when it goes to the graveyard I have to search through my deck for a land card, which I need lots of as quickly as possible, so this card does help. While I'm on the subject of mana ramping and stuff like that, if you guys could think of any way I could search through my deck without losing any more land. I need more land, so I need cards to search through my deck, but I need them cheap to cast so I can get them out early. Whether you guys have any ideas, that'd be great. Okay, next card I have is Doomblade. I run 4 of these. These are for those champion of the parish and things like that, or people who are, what are they called? Skull Captain, whatever his face is, that gives everyone hexproof. These cards are for them. So get rid of them immediately as they come down before they make themselves hexproof and stuff like that. Run 4 of those. Next, for my board wipe, I have Black Sun, 2 of. I like this card. I only run 2, which I'm thinking about increasing to 4, but I'm yet to decide. Admittedly, the next card I'm running is expensive, and you'll all agree it's expensive, but it helps me against Titan decks and really annoying cards that are in there. It's Life's Finale. Life's Finale destroys all creatures, and then I search through their library and I can discard 3 creatures, which is an amazing ability, but it does cost 6 to cast, which is the only issue. That's why I was thinking about changing maybe 2 of those for 2 Black Suns, Any idea? Well, any thoughts? Comment. That'd be great. Next card, Diabolic Tutor. Allows me to search through my library for any card I want, put it in my hand. Very useful, helps me with this deck a lot, as you'll soon see. My next card, the key card in my deck, Curse of Misfortunes. This is actually a curse deck. This curse allows me in my turn to search through my library, choose a curse that isn't already on the battlefield, and put it onto the battlefield. Not casting, so they can't cancel it or anything like that. Just put it onto the battlefield. So, got 4 of those. Well, after I get Curse of Misfortune out, oh dear, I start reeling off said curses. I have Curse of Thirst. For every curse I have on the opponent, they take 1 damage. Which sounds reasonable enough. But then I combine it with Curse of Bloodletting, which then does double damage. Can see where that's going. Once I get those 2 cards out and a couple of other curses, it's 2 turns you've got safely, and then you're dead. Because there's nothing you can really do unless you've got a lot of destroy enchantments. Next one I have Curse of Echoes. I love this card. If you can, with Shimmering Grotto, if I can get this out beforehand, I can then stop people stopping my curses and stuff like that, and doing some crazy stuff like that. So it allows me to copy a spell, which is, I find, really good. One after that's for the quick decks. Curse of Exhaustion. Can only cast 1 curse. Oh, one spell. Which is pretty good for like those goblin decks that go 5 goblins, goblin grenade, all this stuff. You can't do that. You just put 1 goblin or you do a spell. Your choice. After that we have this card. This curse, well, isn't a great curse. If I can get it out early and stop those flashback spells, awesome. But it's really there to be a curse and to make them take 2 damage through to Bloodletting and Curse of Thirst. Obviously, it allows them. They may have to discard 2 cards from their graveyard, which isn't too great. Next, we have Curse of the Pierced Heart. Obviously, does 1 damage. Combined with Bloodletting, does 2 damage. Combined with Thirst, does 4 damage. So this is a 4 damage card a turn, which is not bad for a curse, which they can't stop. And the last curse we have Curse of Death's Hold. Death's Hold is good to get early on against those like token decks, the 1-drops, the goblins, things like that. Just 1-drops really. And it just annoys people. So that's another good curse. That's my whole deck, but then, in my side deck, moving on, I have 2 Beast Withins. These obviously destroy target permanent, and put 3/3 Beast token on. These are for Planeswalkers, because I can't deal with Planeswalkers too well. Next, if I come across a counter deck, I have Autumn's Veil. Stops people countering my stuff. So obviously, blue's the control deck, so got 4 of those. Next I have, is for those annoying enchantment stuff, I have 4 Naturalize. Obviously get rid of those Honor of the Pure, Intangible Virtues, Indestructible, Crazy Swords that I just don't like. Get rid of those. No one likes those. I do play quite a few poison decks, so this is the reason this card is in here. Whether you guys like it or not, it's really tailored to my local area of gaming kind of thing. They can't poison me. Slows them down massively. So that's the reason that's in there. The last 3 cards in my side deck are Surgical Extraction. This is for when people have those annoying cards that I can then get rid of and then surgically extract all of them. So it's for those token decks, I can get rid of all their token spawning or their intangible virtues, whatever. If I can get rid of it, I can then extract it, which is awesome. That's the reason they're in there. That's my deck. If you guys want to comment, that'd be brilliant. Thank you very much.